Well, you guys voted on it. So today we're going to be talking about Afeera and why she exists and why she smells like shit and why she is fundamentally the most annoying character to fight against. Just hands down. So this is going to be a video of Ubisoft. Why the fuck did you do that? So we'll get started. Afeera has everything. You name one type of attack in For Honor. Afeera has it. She has it all. She literally has it all. The only thing she doesn't have is hyper armor, which is basically the same for most characters. Only some heavies have hyper armor, but Afeera has everything. I will go over everything, but I'm just leaving this on the board so I can explain it later. So first off, what the fuck are her lights about? Who thought it would be a good idea to have 2 crushing counters or have all of her light attacks crushing counter? I bitched about it in the Varangian Guard video, but Varangian Guard was not the first person to have it. I'll let you know on who was. That's right, Smelly Afeera. She was the first hero to have literally crushing counters on every one of her lights. The field day if you're playing Nuxia, but for some reason on a new Nuxia changes, she doesn't seem to catch crushing counters as much as she used to. Just, is there a Afeera in the team fight? Yeah, is she locked onto you? No. Okay, well then don't throw attacks at them because you'll just fuck over the person that they're locked onto. Literally, in a team fight, Afeera can just literally continuously spam buttons and look like she's a 300 IQ For Honor player because you're throwing stuff and then she just goes light. People, right. People with, I know, it's my boys, Highlander and Warlord, they have crushing counters on just their opening lights. Same with Black Prior. Right. It's already a problem when you're 2v1ing them, they will throw lights a lot. You can, though, you can bait out if you're in communication with the person that they're currently locked onto. You can go, I'm going to throw heavies, they're going to try and crush a counter, get a free light parry. You can do that, that's fine. But it is already irritating, and if you're not in communication with them, very hard to do. The person who's locked onto them, or the Afeera's locked onto, or the Highlander, or whoever, the crushing counter person, right? Whoever's locked onto them needs to be on the ball, if you're not in communication with them. Afeera, though, has crushing counters and everything. It's cringe. I don't think her dodge attack does, so that makes her a little tiny bit better than Varangian Guard. But, yeah. She's also half Shinobi. Shinobi boy, whatever. She's half Shinobi. She does the flips. But it's way harder to guard break her because she can mix it up with just a million trillion bashes. She has 14, I've counted them, 14 quadrillion different separate bashes. Who needs that many bashes? And she's got a faintable one as well. Normally when people have that many bashes, they don't have a faintable one. She does. Because she has everything. She has everything. Oh, you're in a bash mix-up and next to a wall? Displacement heavy. Yep, that's definitely how you spell it. Do not question me. Displacement heavy. Oh, another heavy attack. What? Oh, you're against the wall now because you guessed incorrectly because she has the worst mix-up of all time. Are you ready for the cringiest mix-up? This is the mix-up that Afeera has. It is thoroughly cringe. Displacement heavy or unblockable or undodgeable or faint. So what you're telling me is Afeera, off a bash, right? Off a bash that is quite easy to get because you have 14 quadrillion of the fuckers, has a 25, 25, 25, 25. She can feint any of them as well, which is... Oh yeah, oh sorry, she can also light. So there's displacement heavy, into unblockable, into or undodgeable, or feint, or light. What is that mix up? At this point, it doesn't matter how good you are at the game, that's just guessing. It's the same with Varangian Guard. Her issue is, you don't... Varangian Guard... People in the comments say, oh, it's so easy to fight a Varangian Guard. It's easy to fight a Varangian Guard if they don't know what they're doing. Yes. If they're spamming lights all the time, light parries. It's easy, right? I played against the Varangian Guard as Berserker. A horrendous matchup, by the way, because Berserker is just about attacking. And if you've got somebody on the enemy team who has all guards, right, that fucks you over. Granted. However, the person I was playing against couldn't play Varangian Guard, so I won. Because it was easy, because they kept throwing lights at me. I just kept fucking light parrying. It doesn't matter what hero I'm playing at that point then. I light parry, I get a free heavy. It's the same thing. Right. But it's just guesswork. With a decent Varangian Guard player, you're just guessing. It's just guessing. There's no skill or nuance in it. It's will they, won't they? That is all you're guessing. It's just guess. It's just guessing. That is fucking guessing. There is no way. You're right. To properly counter an Afeera, you need to shut her down on her first move. If you let them get going, it is that consistently. You try guessing that correctly every fucking time. I mean, if you've got a crushing counter, it does help on the displacement heavy or the undodgeable heavy. That does help, but then she always has the feint option or the unblockable option. So if you do have crushing counters, it is then a 50-50 on whether she'll actually throw it or she'll feint. Or if she's got an unblockable, if she throws that, your light doesn't hit before hers does. And at best it trades, but you've lost that trade. You get what I'm saying, right? That Afeera, that you have a 20-20-20-20-20. You really need to stop Afeeras from like the fucking get-go. Otherwise you are guessing between 5 options after every bash. You also, that comes from you're guessing whether or not she bashes or not. To bash or not to bash. And I'll get some geezer in the comments that will just write a whole message saying I'm just better at you at the game, Afeera is easy to fight against. Again, an Afeera that doesn't know what they're doing is piss easy to fight against. I'm not saying they're not. You get a fucking semi-decent player behind that. Awful. Awful. It's like Shigoki, right? I find Shigokis incredibly easy to fight against when they're not good players. Even though Shigoki is a powerhouse and is horrible. Very funny though, Big Stick. I streamed on Sunday. There was a player called Stromings. He's a very good player. He played Shigoki. I played Highlander. Man just shut me down consistently. I couldn't do anything. I mean, I probably could have done something, but I was tired. But deleted. I got deleted. My man went 9-0 in custom matches. I'm not talking about Afeeras that have just picked up Afeera here, or like somebody who's rep. I don't know. Here's the problem though. Rep doesn't really matter. It's just how good people are at the game. Good Afeeras are fucking horror. They're horrifying. 2020 off of 50-50 already. So you've got to guess first, and then you've now got to guess between 5 options. What? You thought it was a good idea? She also, by the way, has, granted limited, she has a limited all guard. But you didn't see that coming. Yeah, she's very cringe. She does have an all guard. It's on her 2 feet. The thigh kink shaming feet thing that she hones. That, frankly, regens far too quickly. She does have an all guard. It's basically an Aramusha all guard on a cooldown, which is good because if she legitimately had an all guard, yeah. I think she's basically Kaioshin, but more annoying because it has more bashes and more mobility. Kaioshin isn't as bad because his all guard is secretly arse, and if you know how to fight it, it is very bad. That's why you won't see many Kyoshins just sit in it. But Afeera is one of them characters that you just spam buttons and win. Like, you can get a monkey, you know, the monkeys on the typewriter thing. You can put one of them to play a game of For Honor, and then it will press buttons and it will get some kills. But yeah, no, Afeera's got literally everything. Also, all of the fashion looks the same. I'm going to say it. You might think you've got a good looking Afeera. All Afeeras look the same. Look the same. She's also, sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit. She's also one of them characters where no matter if you're rep 1 or rep 80 with her, they all play the same. But she also has fucking gross unlock tech. She has an unlock zone, which is gross. She has an unlock zone, which is gross. Basically, what I'm saying is Afeera's too good. She has too much stuff, she has too many options. And I will let you know. Shaolin players, you are the fucking same. Shaolin has an option for everything, and it is annoying because it's a good option for everything. Afeeras are the same. They have a good option for everything. Afeera is basically option selects the character because whatever your enemy does, she has a response to it. Just play a character that, like, yeah, I mean, every character has a response to everything, right? But normal balanced characters have good responses to good, like, some things, and then weaker responses to other things. Not fucking nigh on immortality. She's not as bad as Pirate's Feats, I will give her that. Also, as well, I'm just complaining about Afeera because she's really annoying to fight against. Especially when there's a good player behind her. Stop posting in the comments that, oh, I could beat her easily. No. Everyone can. Everyone can. That's not the reason for this thing, right? Not the reason for it. When there's a good Afeera player behind Afeera, that's when she's bad. I'm not saying when normal average Joe Smo is playing Afeera or literally fresh install is playing Afeera. Right, are we there? Cool. But yeah, she has... That's the main problem, Ubisoft. I know you're going bankrupt right now, but how about you just fucking stop doing that shit and you might go less bankrupt? Stop giving all your new characters everything. I mean, Sohei was a step in the right direction, but he needs a bit more damage. But yeah, anyway, right. Afeera stinks. She's smelly. She has a feet kink. She has too much of everything. She's the worst. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This will be the first video of 2025. So, hello, 2025, and I'll see you later.